So this Sunday we begin a year of pondering the Gospel of Luke. Now Luke was a storyteller, and so we will begin this by this pondering by listening to a part of Luke's story. That part which is most appropriate to Advent and Christmas. This story, however, is the climax from the Christian point of view of a much larger story. And that is the story of the creation of the world to be a place of harmony and love. But human beings, according to this story, broke their relationship with God and therefore thereby perpetrated upon the world all kinds of brokenness between humans and humans and between humans and nature. God calls into being a nation out of a group of slaves, the nation of Israel, to be a catalyst in renewing the relationship with God and therefore the relationship among human beings and of human beings to nature, so that they will not be cursed with all this brokenness and suffering. The problem is that for 6 centuries, Israel has been suffering under the domination of 4 successive rapacious empires. And for all that time, they never gave up hope that God would redeem them and make it possible for them to resume their vocation of bringing healing to the world. And so Luke, as a storyteller, sees in Jesus the one who brings to a climax Israel's vocation of bringing healing by restoring human beings to a life of not being served, but of serving and giving our life as a ransom for many. It is not only he that does that, he calls us as disciples to do that too, to find joy in giving rather than in being served by others. So, as I tell this story, you're going to be participants because you've all seen musicals. I always think of Sound of Music when I think of this story because people are constantly bursting out of song. You know, it goes on for a second, and then you burst into song. So that's what happens in this story. And so there's 3 of these psalms which have become part of the church's liturgy, and particularly of morning prayer and evening prayer. So if you will be prepared with your Book of Common Prayer, the red book here, on page 50, we're going to use the King James Version of these psalms. They are to be a bit more poetic, even though they're a little bit obsolete in some of their language. But on page 50 and 51, we have 3 of these psalms in succession. The Magnificat, or the Psalm of Mary, the Benedictus, or the Psalm of Zechariah, and then finally the Dominicus, the Psalm of Simeon. So when I come to that part in the story, I will read back to my Book of Common Prayer. That's time for you to do the same, and join as I lead you in these canticles. So in the days of Herod, there was a priest by the name of Zechariah, of the priestly division of Abijah. Now he had a wife of the daughters of the priestly family of Aaron, whose name was Elizabeth. They were both righteous before God, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blameless. But they had no child, because Elizabeth was barren and they were both now advanced in years. When Zechariah was serving as priest before God, when his division was on duty in the temple, it fell to him by lot to enter the sanctuary and burn the incense. And all people were standing outside praying at the hour of incense. An angel of the Lord appeared to Zechariah on the right-hand side of the altar of incense, and he fell into confusion, and he was terrified. But the angel said to him, "Have no fear, Zechariah. Your prayer has been heard. Your wife, Elizabeth, will bear you a son, and you will call his name John. He will be great before the Lord. He will drink no wine or strong drink, but he will go before the people in preparing them for the coming of the Lord. He will go before the Lord in the spirit and power of Elijah, to turn the hearts of the parents to their children, and the disobedient to the wisdom of the just, and make ready for the Lord a people prepared. Zechariah said, how can I know this? I'm an old man, and my wife, she's advanced in years. The angel said, I am Gabriel, who stand before the Lord. I've been sent to you with this good news. Look, from this moment, you will be mute and unable to speak until the day that these things come to pass, because they surely will come to pass in their time. Well, in the meantime, the people were standing outside wondering what was keeping Zechariah. And when he came out, he was mute. He made the signs for the benediction, but he could not speak. And they perceived that he had seen a vision. When he returned, his wife Elizabeth became pregnant. And she hid herself away for 5 months, saying, Thus the Lord has done to me, in the days when he looked upon me and took away my public disgrace. Well, in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent to Galilee, to a city of Nazareth, to a virgin who was betrothed to a man of the house of David whose name was Joseph, and the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel said to her, Hail, O favored one, the Lord is with you. And she was rattled and wondering in her mind what kind of a greeting this might be. But the angel said to her, Have no fear, Mary. You found favor with God. You will conceive in your womb, and you will bear a son. And you will call his name Jesus. He will be great. He will receive the kingdom of his father Jacob. He will rule over the house of Israel forever, and of his kingdom there will be no end. Mary said, How can I know this? I am not knowing a man. The angel said, The Holy Spirit will come upon you. The power of the Most High will overshadow you. Therefore, the one who is to be born will be called Holy, the Son of God. Look, your kinswoman, Elizabeth, has also conceived a son in her old age. This is now the 6th month for her who was called barren. With God, nothing is impossible. He said, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Let it be to me according to your word. And the angel departed from her. Well, she got up, and she went with haste into the hill country of Judea, entered the house of Zechariah, and greeted Elizabeth. And when the sound of her greeting came to Elizabeth's ears, the babe leaped in her womb. And she was filled with the Holy Spirit, and she said, Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. How is it that the mother of my Lord should come to me? Because when your greeting came to my ears, the babe within me leaped for joy. And blessed is she who believed in the word that was spoken to her. And Mary sang, My soul doth magnify the Lord, and my spirit hath rejoiced in God my Savior. For he hath regarded the low estate of his handmaid. For behold, from henceforth all generations shall call me blessed. For he that is mighty hath magnified me, and holy is his name. And his mercy is on them that fear him throughout all generations. He hath showed strength with his arm. He hath scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. He hath put down the mighty from their seat, and hath exalted the humble and the meek. He hath filled the hungry with good things, and the rich he hath sent empty away. He, remembering his mercy, hath opened his servant Israel, as he promised to our forefathers, Abraham and his seed forever. Mary remained with Elizabeth for 3 months, and then she went back home. Well, when the time came for Elizabeth to be delivered, she gave birth to a son. And all the neighbors and friends rejoiced with her. And when it came time for his circumcision, they wanted to call him Zechariah, after his father. But Elizabeth said, "No, his name shall be John." They said, "But none of your relatives is called by that name." And so they began to signal to his father to see what he wanted to call him. And he signaled for a writing tablet, and he wrote, "His name is John." And his mouth was open, and he began to speak. And fear came upon all the neighbors, and they began to talk about this throughout the hill country of Judea. And they laid these thoughts up in their hearts, saying, "What then will this child be?" For the hand of the Lord was upon him. And Zechariah began to sing, "Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up a mighty salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spoke by the mouth of the holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our forefathers, and to remember his holy covenant, to perform the oath which he swore to our forefather Abraham, that he would give us, that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him, all the days of our life. And thou shalt be called the prophet of the highest, for thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his ways, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people, for the remission of their sins, through the tender mercy of our God, whereby the day spring from on high hath visited us, to give light to them that sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, and to guide our feet in the way of peace." And John was in the wilderness until the day of his manifestation to Israel. Well, in those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus, the whole world should be enrolled. This was the first enrollment when Quirinius was governor of Syria. And all went to be enrolled, each to his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, from the city of Nazareth, to Judea, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be enrolled with Mary his betrothed, who was with child. And the time came for her to be delivered, and she gave birth to her firstborn son, wrapped him in swaddling cloths, and laid him in a manger. Well, there was no room for them at the inn. Well, in that region there were shepherds out in the field, keeping watch over their flocks by night. And an angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Fear not. I bring you good news of a great joy, which will be to you and to all the people. For to you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be the sign for you. You will find a babe wrapped in swaddling cloths and lying in a manger." Suddenly there was with the angel a whole multitude of the heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among those whom he favors." Well, after the angels had gone back into heaven, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go over to Bethlehem and see this thing that's happened, that the Lord has made known to us." And they went with haste, and they found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in the manger. And when they saw it, and made known the saying that had been told them concerning this child, and all who heard it marveled at what the shepherds told them. Mary kept all those things, pondered them in her heart. Shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for everything that they had heard and seen, just as it had been told them. But when the days were fulfilled for his circumcision, they gave him the name Jesus, according to what had been told them by the angel. And when the days were fulfilled for their purification, they brought him up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord. As it is written in the law of the Lord, the male who opens the womb shall be dedicated to the Lord, and to offer sacrifices, as it is written in the law of Moses, 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons. Now, there was in Jerusalem a man named Simeon. He was righteous and devout, and he was looking for the redemption of Jerusalem. And the Holy Spirit was with him. And the Spirit inspired him, and he entered the temple at that very moment that they had brought him up. And he took the child in his arms, and he sang, Lord, now lettest thou thy servant depart in peace, according to thy word. For my eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people, to be a light to lighten the Gentiles, and to be the glory of thy people Israel. And then Simeon blessed his parents, and he said to his mother, this child is set for the fall and the rise of many in Israel. As a sign that is spoken against, indeed, a sword will pierce your own soul also, that the thoughts of many hearts might be revealed. Well, there was also a prophet named Anna. She was of great age, having lived with her husband for 70 years from the time of her virginity, and as a widow for 84 years. She never left the temple. She was always there fasting and praying. And at that very moment she came up and began to speak about Jesus to all the people who were looking for the consolation of Israel. After his parents had done everything for him, according to the law of the Lord, they returned to Nazareth. The child grew and became strong. The favor of the Lord was upon him. Amen.